Hi, Mikal here. Happy New Year and welcome to the first video newsletter of 2016. I'm now back in the office, in my office here, as you can see. Yeah, there's a very noisy, happily noisy bird just out there that has been just chirping away forever and quite enjoyable to listen to. And other happenings in my office is the Christmas tree is still up. It is on my list to take down over the next couple of days while the family is away. Although I have suggested to the family, why don't we just leave it there? Because at the speed things are going at, Christmas will be around very, very soon. So I would be happy to just leave it in the corner there for next Christmas. So on to 2016. I don't know about you, but for me, New Year's resolutions is something I gave up many, many years ago. And some of the things, or one of the things that I do typically around the holiday time, the Christmas, New Year, the first few weeks of January, is getting a sense of what is this year about for me. And for me, it is, like with my life in general, is focusing on what is the big picture. And my experience is if I'm clear, really clear on what the big picture of what I want to experience and what I want to be in my life, then the details take care of themselves. So what I want to share with you very briefly here today, and I will elaborate on that over the coming weeks, coming month in these newsletters, is my big picture for 2016. And the picture I have is not a finished picture. It's in the process, it's still evolving, and there will be more things that will be added to it. But at this point in time, the clarity for me is there through that picture of what is my focus for this year. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you my picture for 2016, and I will talk a little bit about that while we look at that. So just give me a moment. Okay, so here we are. As you can see, it's pretty simple. 2016, and when I started this, that's what came on first. And then the waves that the number is sitting on, the ocean, and then the depth, and the word at the bottom is depth, because for me, that is going to be my clear focus this year. It's not that it hasn't in the past. Depth has always been important to me, and it's like most people in life are looking for width, creating more width, more things, more money, more time in their life. And my life and my coaching really has never been about that. It's more about the depth. And there's nothing wrong with width. It's just that's what most people are doing, so I don't need to do that. And personally in my life, not just my coaching, I'm more interested in the depth than the width of life. The heart came in after that, and it's not a love heart. It's not that I don't want love in my life, but it's really about the heart focus. In a society that is so focused on the mind and the brain, my experience is that if we could put more focus onto the heart, we will start to experience more of that which I believe you really want to experience. And for me personally, in order to get the depth I want in my life, I can't get that through my mind. I have to engage my heart to get to that. And you can see a couple of words that are emerging there, which is authentic and coherence. And I won't talk about that now, because I'll come back to those words over the coming weeks, because they really has a very profound meaning to me, both of those in different ways. And they're also linked in with each other. While I have the camera facing this way, I just wanted to show you something that is actually helping me with, and where the word coherence has come from. It's just a little very interesting device I have here that allows me to measure my heart coherence. This just plugs into my phone, and then this one plugs onto my earlobe, and it measures the frequencies of the heart, and it can measure whether the heart is in a stress situation or whether it's in an ease and a coherent place, which of course is healthier for the heart and for the body, but is also far more enjoyable space to be in. And that is one of the ways that I have that I can use modern technology to the advantage and give me a on the spot reading of where my heart is at. So with that, I'll just turn the camera back to me to finish this off. Hello again. So yeah, this is just this little device that just clicks on like that. Very, very simple, but very, very powerful. And it's developed by the Heart Math Institute. And I really love that term, and I'm going to come back to more of that also this year. I'm going to share more about this technology with you, and also about the Heart Math Institute, because in that word, heart math, it is combining heart, which is we could also call the spiritual side of us, and then math, which is a science. And what I really love about modern science that has come in over the last decade and a half, and it's really, really growing now, is a science that is not the opposite to spirituality, but the science that is embracing spirituality. And through where science is at today, we can start actually measuring things that in the past have really been allocated to the spiritual world. And this is just one of those ways of doing that. So I just wanted to give you a little sort of a quick run through what this year's about for me, and what you can be expecting from me in these newsletters for this year. So if you're up for more depth in your life, keep tuning in, keep listening, and also tuning into my Authentic You web TV shows, Awareness, the Key to the Driver's Seat, where I am addressing all these things in more detail. And there's actually one coming up on Wednesday next week, Wednesday evening, 8 o'clock, your time, wherever you are, which is about intimate relationship. Another key focus of mine this year. There's going to be workshops in New Zealand around intimate relationships, and how to make the most out of that part of our lives. So, as you can probably hear, I'm quite excited about this year, and the opportunities and the connections with you out there that is in store for this year. So, thank you for listening to and watching today, and we will catch you next week.